15 minutes, during which time any individual may voice an opinion or concern on any school-related issue that is not on the agenda. During public speak, there will not be an opportunity for debate of issues raised. No person shall address a meeting of a public body without permission of the chair, and all persons shall at the request of the chair be silent. No person shall disrupt the proceedings of a meeting of a public body. If after clear warning from the chair, a person continues to disrupt the proceedings, the chair may order the person to withdraw from the meeting, and if that person does not withdraw, the chair may authorize a constable or police officer to remove the person from the meeting. Also, improper conduct remarks will not be allowed. Defamatory or abusive remarks are always out of order. If a speaker persists in improper conduct remarks, the chairperson may terminate the individual's privilege of address. Anyone here for public speak? Could you please come up and state your name and your address, please? Dave, would you make sure there's paper to sign in?
All right, my name is Karen Sutter.
And for the record, are you a resident of Natick?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I was for 18 years.
Thank you.
Would you like my address?
No, you don't have to give your address.
Thank you for the privilege to speak tonight. I would like to start with a quote from Benjamin Franklin this time. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Tonight I'm here to express my concern about the hostile and unsupportive climate of fear that still exists in Natick Public Schools. Almost 4 years ago, our family made the difficult decision to move to another town. This was necessary because of the retaliation and retribution we received.
Ms. Sutter, I'm just going to tell you I'm going to let you continue, but we are not going to discuss any individual. So if you talk, and even just want to be clear
Okay.
about we're not talking about individuals, and we're not going to hear defamatory statements as part of our policy, but please continue along with those guidelines.
Okay. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm really not. It's just really hard to watch things that happen to you happen to other people. I'm very saddened to see this continue in this town. I'm concerned about a few things I've seen over the past few weeks that the committee approved inaccurate meeting minutes from 1/8 and 2/5. And it just a second. Fortunately, both my boys are doing fantastically after leaving this environment, and it has shed a light to me as a parent about the way things can be done, and to watch them continue to be done differently is upsetting. I'm also concerned, with all due respect, Tim, about your special ed presentation a few weeks ago. There were some things in there that did not ring true for me at all, based on my own experience and the experience of others. I was also very concerned. I worked for a long time doing research at a hospital. I know how to do surveys, and I was very concerned with the data that was presented, and that may not reflect what's actually going on in the district for everyone. So what I would hope is that as a committee, you'll be able to request, if you really want to know what's going on, request a public discussion of what's going on in special education. Also, I'm not sure why the district's doing their own surveys. I think that could be potentially difficult to get accurate data, and I I'd suggest that maybe the district hire someone outside to do a survey. Because what happens is you guys are hurting kids, and you're hurting parents, and you're hurting families. And I can't, as a human being, watch that anymore. So the reason it was so hard to leave Natick is I really loved it. My boys loved it. So I just think it would be helpful if the committee take a good look at what's really going on. So it doesn't happen to anybody else. Seeing what happened on 1/8 triggered something in me that I now know that I probably have PTSD from what I just experienced here in this district as a parent. So I would really, really encourage all of you to ask hard questions. I know it's hard, but you should not be afraid to do it. I'm lucky that my boys are both doing really well and that we as a family are intact. That's not the case for everyone. And I know it's hard to hear hard things, and I appreciate you allowing me to speak tonight. Thank you.
Anyone else here for public speak?
I'll leave it up there. Well, good evening. I'd like to start off my citizen speak with a song.
Could you please give it, please?
Oh, sorry. My name is Ron Alexander, and
And-
I'm from Wellesley, Massachusetts. I'd like to start off my citizen speak with a song. Oh, where has the superintendent gone? Oh, whatever happened to he? Well, he yelled and he screamed, and he couldn't keep it in his pants.
Mr. Alexander?
He's been fired by the
Mr.
school
Alexander-
committee.
Mr. Alexander, you are out of line, and I will let you,
Stop the clock. Did you say something? Did somebody speak?
you are being disruptive. I will let you continue.
See how I'm being disruptive? I think you are being disruptive. I have the floor, and you are out of order. So if
Actually,
you allow
you-
me to continue, I will.
You may continue, but I'm giving you warning
About what?
about no. Would you like me to read the policy to you again?
No, I'm familiar
Yes,
with it,
please.
but
I will read the policy to
Please
you
do.
again.
please do.
Here is the whole policy.
Okay.
No person shall address a meeting of a public body without permission of the chair. And all persons shall, at the request of the chair, be silent. No person shall disrupt the proceedings of a meeting of a public body if after clear warning from the chair, a person continues to disrupt the proceedings. The chair may order the person to withdraw from the meeting, and if the person does not withdraw, the chair may authorize a constable or other officer to remove the person from the meeting. Improper conduct and remarks will not be allowed. Defamatory or abusive remarks are always out of order. If a speaker persists in improper conduct or remarks, the chairperson may terminate the individual's privilege of address. I am giving you a little bit of leeway to continue. A little bit of leeway. If you continue on this path, I will ask you to refrain from your comments and sit down, please.
So what exactly are you objecting to in what I'm saying?
Your defamatory remarks about what is going on with this school committee and what has been happening.
Do you have any concept of the First Amendment to the Constitution and free speech? Any whatsoever?
You may continue.
Actually, I would like to bring up, you've brought that up several times, that complaints about school personnel are not allowed. I would like to point you to your own policy, file number KEB, entitled Public Complaints About School Personnel. Whenever a complaint is made directly to the school committee as a whole or to a school committee member as an individual, it will be referred to the school administration for study and possible solution. Anonymous complaints will be disregarded. Also, file KEB-R is also titled Public Complaints About School Personnel. The following procedures are established to ensure the citizen's complaint is given respectful attention and that the integrity of an educational program is upheld. Complaint in this regulation will be restricted to meeting criticism of particular school employees. So your statement, your public speak policy seems to be in direct conflict with your public speak policy, and also, as I say, in direct conflict with the First Amendment to the Constitution of free speech. So if I may continue, I'd like to go back on the clock now. Regarding what I was not allowed to say and rudely interrupted on February 5th, you have committed a number of open meeting law violations. At current count, you are over 10 in open meeting law violations, this committee is. You've already received 3 from me, and you're going to be receiving a lot more. Another subject I wanted to bring up was, I know that the school committee has given Ms. Anna Nolan a glowing endorsement as a potential replacement for the superintendent. However,
No,
there are
Mr. Alexander,
very many concerns in the community about the.
Mr. Alexander, please
I'm
sit
sorry,
down.
You talking again?
You are being disruptive. You are out of line. This is not part.
Sorry, I'm not. I don't agree.
We are not.
I'm not
we
out
do
of
not
order
talk
because
about.
I have
We
the
cannot
floor.
talk about personnel.
You absolutely
If-
can, according to your own
That
policy.
that is not our public speak policy.
Well, how else does one bring a complaint to the school committee other than via this forum?
There are many ways.
Like what? Name them.
You can email us individually. You can request a meeting with one of us or all of.
This is a meeting right here.
This is public speak.
Well, we can't get a meeting with one of you because that's not permitted by the meeting law for public bodies.
You can request a meeting with us. You can request to meet with us in the administration. You can send us an email. This is not the appropriate forum.
I believe that it is, and the open meeting law says that it is.
No, it doesn't.
A private meeting would be a violation of the open meeting law. So, if I may be allowed to continue.
You can have a private meeting with an individual school committee, and any one of us would welcome to have that meeting with you.
That would not be a complaint to the school committee as a whole. The school committee, as you know, you should have received, all of you should have received this folder, which was by the Massachusetts School Committee, Association for School Committee. You've all received training in both. open meeting
Mr.
law.
Alexander, you are out of order, and I'm asking you to refrain.
So in what way am I out of order? Do you know what out of order actually means?
We cannot have a back and forth. We're not going to have a debate. You have
The one who's
spoken
talking, not
defamatory. You have spoken about personnel. You have violated our policies that I have read. I am asking you
Call
to
the
sit
police
down.
if you don't like that I've violated your policies.
Okay.
But I'm here to
I'm
speak.
suspending
I
the
have
meeting.
every right.
Meeting is suspended.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you when you get back. I still have, let's see, looks like a minute and 45 seconds on the clock.